What's up, babes? It's Alex or Black Eye here. Innocent Rabbit uploaded what is probably one of the best Smite videos ever created. It revolves around the world record for the longest pull in Smite history. I'm not going to talk about the video itself because I don't really want to spoil anything. Just please watch it. The link will be in the description. It's very, very good. Although it did get me thinking about other possible records in Smite, and I had the idea to compile a list of every record that I could think of in the Smite Pro League. I messaged the only person that is capable of quickly finding this data, Gore Miser. He's an SPL caster and was unofficially named the Smite Stats Guy because he enjoys gathering and compiling SPL statistics. This video wouldn't be possible without his help, so thank you so much to Gore for helping me with the research. This video will be split into 3 parts: single game records, career records, and unverified records. Single game records will be records set in a single SPL or tournament match, and career records will consist of records set throughout SPL history. Unverified records are records that Gore Miser has told me, but I was not able to find the footage to back up the claim. That being said, I still want to share them in case someone actually does end up finding the match, and because Gore is a very trustworthy source and it's just fun to talk about. Without further ado, let's begin with the single game records. To begin, we need to look at a very specific game back in Season 3. Soar Gaming versus Enemy during the fall split. This is because this specific match actually is the first record, the match where the most records were set. In this match, at least 5 records were set. Most kills in a single match for a specific player, most deaths in a single match for a specific player, most assists in a single match for a specific player, the most triple doubles in one match, and finally the most total kills in an SPL match. This match was, to put it bluntly, a troll match. Both teams agreed to just kind of dick around for fun since the match didn't matter for team standings, but since it was still an official SPL match, I'm counting it. There were 144 kills total this game, making it the highest kills or deaths in SPL history. Of these 144 kills, 24 of them were from the hands of Met Yankee, setting the highest number of kills by a single player in a single SPL game. Also of these 144 kills, 19 of them were on Panda Cat, setting the highest number of deaths by a single player in a single SPL game. Again, also of these 144 kills, 76 of them were from Soar Gaming, and of these 76 kills, Ionic assisted in 45 of them, setting the record for the highest number of assists by a single player in a single SPL match. Finally, this match had 7 players with triple doubles, setting the record for the most triple doubles in a single match. For those that don't know, a triple double is when a player has double digits in every KDA slot. In other words, double digit kills, double digit deaths, and double digit assists simultaneously. While this game was troll, it was also in good fun, but I can't say the same about the shortest SPL match in history, which was also a troll game, but not in good fun. In Season 3, Envy was playing against Soar Gaming, and featured Envy failing a 5-man invade, then surrendering after Baskin's Bologna got 5 kills. This match only lasted 1 minute and 35 seconds, but if you are interested in the shortest SPL match where the Titan actually falls, look no further than Dignitas vs Lion Guard in Season 4. In this match, the Titan stood strong for 16 minutes and 30 seconds before falling to the hands of Team Dignitas. Even though both of these matches I just displayed are very short, you'd expect these matches to also feature the lowest amount of kills in an SPL match. Well, this isn't the case. That title goes to a Season 8 Phase 3 playoff match between the Olympus Bolts and Jade Dragons, where they battled it out for over 28 minutes, resulting in a shocking 4 total kill game. Yes, only 4 kills happened in 28 minutes. Since we just talked about short matches and low kills, let's talk about long matches with high damage numbers. If you're looking for the longest match in SPL history, then look no further than a game played in Season 3 featuring Enemy and Luminosity. Both teams fought vigilantly, but resulted in Enemy sneaking a Titan kill after 76 minutes and 31 seconds of gameplay. Similar to the last set of matches discussed, you'd also expect long matches to feature high player damage numbers. While this might be the case, it wasn't the record. The player with the highest total player damage ever in a single SPL game goes to Yaman playing Discordia. After playing Smite for over an hour straight in this one match, he ended up with a final total of 81,321 player damage. His team lost to this match. As you can expect, long games with high damage also results in a large amount of damage mitigated. According to Gore, the player with the highest damage mitigated in a single SPL match goes to Trix Tank with a total of 124,361 damage mitigated. Unfortunately, I could not find footage of this match. Gore told me it was during SMITE Season 5 Fall Split featuring Dignitas vs SK Gaming, although again, after researching for like half an hour, I just could not find it. I didn't put it in unverified records because I was able to find a match where Variety mitigated 110,000 player damage on Osiris, which is still a ridiculous amount of damage mitigated for a single SPL game. While this high number of mitigations is legendary, I don't think it's as legendary as Polar Bear Mike reaching out to Gore himself in Season 8 and asking what the record was for the highest number of wards placed in a single game. Gore told him it was 60, and PBM wanted to beat that. Soon after, during a Season 8 match of the Jade Dragons versus the Tartarus Titans, PBM placed a total of 111 wards during the match. He did buy a ward chalice, and Gore mentioned during my talks with him that at some point in the match, PBM opted to continuously place and refresh his ward chalice through his own fountain. So I guess you could argue this record is a little bit fake, but regardless, it is still the most wards placed in a single SPL match by a single person. Finally, this doesn't really fit in any of the categories discussed, but I still wanted to bring up the first recorded competitive ruling according to the SMITE wiki. In 2014, EMC Squared was the first player to receive a competitive ruling for cheating. I found the official statement posted to Reddit, but clicking on the rule itself gives me an error 404 message. I also found a tweet from Barracuda calling EMC Squared's actions embarrassingly low, which I completely agree with. Next, let's move on to the career records, specifically talking about the KDA. The person with the most career kills in the SPL is Cuvo Fred with 3,073. Although, if you include the minor league, then the crown goes to Adapting with 3,155 kills. Moving to the career death records, Captain Twig holds the crown for the most career deaths at 2,402, even if you include the minor league. Finally, moving on to assists, PBM has the record of most career SPL assists at 6,821. Again, this is even if you include players that played in the minor league. I also asked Gore about the record for the longest set win streak, and it was actually broken this year by the Atlantis Leviathans, winning 11 sets straight. Finally, we can move on to the unverified records. Again, these are records that Gore told me about, although I do not have video footage of the SPL games in question to back up the claims. I truly believe Gore is a trustworthy source, and I still think it'd be fun to share them regardless, so let's begin by talking about objectives. The most fire giants slain in a single SPL game is 8, and the fastest fire giant killed in an SPL game was at the 10-minute and 28-second mark. Neither I nor Gore could find data on the most Gold Fury slain in a single game, but the fastest Gold Fury slain was at the 29-second mark because at some point in Smite's history, the Gold Fury spawned at 0 seconds. The next 4 involve some records that Gore provided, and I probably spent over an hour looking for, but to no avail. Let's start with the least damage dealt in an SPL game. Someone actually linked me a spreadsheet from a Twitter post last year detailing this exact stat. I couldn't find either of the matches in the top 2, but I still think it's fun to share. According to the spreadsheet, in Phase 2 of Season 6, Sops did 0 player damage on Ho Yi in a 19-minute game. The runner-up according to the spreadsheet is Lobster, who did 71 player damage on Loki in a 6-minute game. Although this one might not have actually happened because Hinduman stated in the replies that this might have been during testing instead of an actual competitive match. I then asked Gore about the earliest First Blood in the Pro League, and he told me that he had the time but had limited information on the actual match. But he did tell me that the earliest First Blood ever was at the negative 53-second mark, and it was against Vote in the spring split of Season 3. Finally, I asked Gore about the opposite, the latest First Blood to ever happen, and was told that the latest First Blood in SPL history occurred at the 19-minute and 35-second mark in a Season 2 match of Renegades vs Space Station. I am editing this video at midnight and I realized that Space Station Gaming wasn't around for Season 2, so I messaged Gore and he said it was a typo, and then he actually linked me the match that this happened at. So I guess that's why I couldn't find it, because I was like, when did Space Station play in Season 2? But yeah, there was just a typo. Here's the footage. It happened in Season 6. Sorry about that. Although, again, if you want to be technical, there was an even later First Blood during an SCL set of Sanguine vs Hype Unit at the 26-minute and 39-second mark. Thank you guys so much for watching, and an even bigger thank you to Gore for making this video possible. Quickly, before the video ends, these records will be broken, and I understand this video is only relevant as the time I'm uploading this. Regardless, it was still a fun trip down memory lane. This has been Black Eye. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
These are just stories. This shit's still so cold when it drop. It's gonna be a motherfucking snow day. Hey, boy, it's good and you know.